Then I want to talk about something else down here. Now I want to talk about the degree. And how do you find the degree? The highest exponent. So if I say that this polynomial or this function is quadratic, what that means is it is a second degree polynomial. In other words, its highest exponent is what? 2. A cubic function is a third degree function. So that might be a new word for you, cubic. And all that means is its highest exponent is 3, third degree. You know, when we say x to the third, what's another way that we say that? X, yeah, x cubed. So it should make sense that when we have a highest exponent of 3, we call it cubic. Quartic, what do you think that is?
4.
Yeah, fourth degree. Okay. So, you know, an example of a quartic function is 2x to the fourth minus 8. The highest exponent is 4. And this weird word you've probably never seen before, quintic. It's a fifth degree polynomial. So that means its highest exponent is 5. So it's not the exponent of the first term, is it? It's the exponent that is the highest. And actually, that exponent that is the highest, that's the leading term. So actually, this would be odd, right? What would this be? This would be odd, negative. Okay, why is it negative? Because this is the leading term. That's the leading term. So the exponent's odd, the sign is negative. Okay. Quartic and quintic, 2 new words for you today. Questions about that? Take your warm-up, set aside, and look at this quick little note sheet that we have. I'm feeling so generous and loving today. I'm going to do a quick review with you since we did spend Tuesday and Wednesday, 2 days this week, taking that constructed response assessment. First, we've got, write the polynomial function that has the given zeros. So here are the zeros. What's the function?
X plus 2.
Okay, so the factors are x minus 2.
X minus 5. X minus
Okay, but then what do you have to do?
the claw.
The claw.
2.
Yep, so let's claw now with the first 2, and then later we'll come back and claw with the last one. X squared, right? Be careful here.
Negative 5.
Good. You need to keep that negative sign. Come underneath. Okay, combine like terms. So you're going to have x squared minus, not 2, minus 7x. If the signs are the same, add and keep the sign the same. Plus 10, right? Put it in parentheses. And the third term, or the third, excuse me, binomial can join the party now. And we can claw for the second time. X times x squared. X cubed. Yep. X times negative 7x. x times positive 10. Go underneath. Plus 7x minus 10. After 10x minus 1x squared. Sorry, is my handwriting too ugly for you? What's last? Yep, combined like terms. So, x cubed what's that combined to? Positive or negative 8? I just said that. If the signs are the same, add them and keep the sign. 10x combines with and minus 10. So, odd or even? Huh?
The high is 3.
Yep, the highest is 3, so that's odd. Positive or negative? Positive. Odd positive. Do you remember what the end behavior is on odd positive?
Oh.
Yep, falls on the left, rises on the right. You will need to memorize those. You will need to memorize those. Questions on 1?
Don't really put turn. Class. We gotta put the degree in there.
Say what now? Why is it positive? I'm looking at the lead term here, okay? Which is the term with the highest exponent. So that's this one. I can see that the exponent is odd and the leading coefficient is positive. What's the leading coefficient here? 1. Yep. The invisible 1. There's no negative sign, so it is positive. How about number 2? All the answers are 0. What would the factors be?
0, negative 0, 0 minus 0.
What would you put in parentheses?
X cubed,
X plus 0 or x minus 0? But hold on. What's 10 plus 0?
10.
That's 50 plus 0. What's x plus 0?
1.
X. What's the next factor? What's the next factor?
It's 3.
X cubed.
X cubed.
Hold on.
Someone said 3x cubed. No, you multiply the big numbers. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so it's 1x cubed. You add the exponents. The invisible exponent here is also 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. What about this? Odd or even?
It's not to be odd.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Interesting. So it's going to look the same as this one, but it's just going to be a little bit more spread, a little bit less spread out, or more spread out, or not as high, or something like that.
So what it looks like, see, if we gotta multiply it instead of putting negative or plus or minus.
Right. If the answer is 0, then the factor is just x. Just like how if we had, right, if these are the factors, then what do you say the answer is for this one?
X equals 0.
Yeah, we say x is 0. So if the answer is 0, then the factor is x. Okay. Look down here. Let's do one of these. How about number 5? Read your directions, and then when you're ready, I'll take a volunteer. You ready, Lenore? She ready? To the third, so x to the fifth, x to the fourth, x to the third, okay? That's it. So step one, it said standard form. Very good. Okay, step two, Plato. Awesome. And hey, what we just learned a word for that, didn't we?
Quintic.
Yep, quintic. Cool. And what else does it say? The number of terms. What would you call this? Is it a monomial?
It will be that is a
Polynomial. If it has more than three, right? Polynomial. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, looks like we got one more part to answer. Mike. Yep, the eight's positive. Very good. That everything? I think so. So don't let these guys trick you. You know, this is pretty straightforward. This is easy. It's even, negative, blah, 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 blah. Say what? The number of turns, that's, yep, what would the number of turns be?
4.
Yep, 4 turns. Good call. Okay, how about one of these and then see what we can do next. Number 7, yeah, number 7. It says sketch a graph. Alrighty. Okay, Yasmin. Say what? Just tell me. Oh, you didn't have your hand up? Okay. Yep. So do what? I just can't hear you. 0? Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. What would the answer be for this one here? Yep, -2. Yep, just change the sign. Yep. Just flip that sign. Okay. Let's graph them. 0, where else? -2. Okay. All right, good start, Yasmin. Some Tyrion, haven't heard your voice yet. Ooh, how do you know all that? How do you know all that? Give me some info first.
the degree is 4 because you got 1 time in break, 2 times a day, they started 2.
Okay, so fourth degree. What else do we call that now?
Quality.
Quartic, not the quartic.
Quartic. Weird word. Okay, so that's a quartic function. Okay, cool.
It's gonna be, it's an even negative.
I agree.
You can have to go down.
Good. Okay, I think now we can draw.
Graphic.
Yep.
Okay, take it to the hard turn, right? Yeah.
First, you gonna take the other look.
Go up. Go down. Right?
Don't take the other one.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Oh, I thought you took off. I thought she cursed.
Then you gonna, go up.
Hard turn.
Then you go
It's a hard turn. You're gonna have to carry it at the bottom.
Why'd I make a hard turn?
Because it has an exponent bad and negative 2.
Yes. Now, all of you lazy graphers that just, some of y'all just kind of draw a line like that. I'm like looking at your graph like, what? What are you? Like this. I'm like, what are you? I can't tell what's happening.
This even negative.
Make sure I can tell exactly what's happening. These are both going down. I can see that there's a hard turn here. It comes down, goes back up, it goes up. So we can count. I can easily count my turns by looking at this graph. I've got 1, 2, 3, which is right. I should have 3 turns because it's a fourth degree. Be careful. We good on these two? It says roots and factors, right? What are the roots?
All negative. You're going up on this.
Okay. What's the factor for this one? Yep. Done? What else do you need? I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, let me see. Hold on. Yup. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. The negative 6, right?
That's definitely a hard turn.
Yeah.
Does it go through the x-axis? No. It bounces up off of it. So,
But I could tell though when if it's going down anyway, it's supposed to finish like this. So let me be careful.
is that the only one?
No. We got another one over here on this negative 2.
There's another one right there.
Yeah.
Where do I put that one? On +2 or -2? Good.
How about say negative?
Why on -2?
Because it's really
But why not on +2? Because it's +2. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have to change the signs. Between the factors and the roots, you got to change the signs.
Okay.
Take your work, set it aside, and clear everything off your desk. It is time to quiz. And you have about 25 minutes to quiz. As soon as you have your quiz, you may begin. Pencil only. 8 questions. You got plenty of time. You have a bonus today. Make sure you complete the quiz before you attempt the bonus.
Anybody got questions?